Carolina. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 17 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft. Former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 138 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
First down, going to the air with Love. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Hardman.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones now to throw on third down. Dancing and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Cohen lost the football, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. On second, here's Algier. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones on third down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he'll try and throw here on the fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers, the Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 3rd down, Jones. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 31, Jones will dump this off to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Joseph's got it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Love, they go play action now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 2. Love looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Love is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On play action. Love to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 4th down, Love. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. And a turnover on down. Now Jones on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
To try again after the sack. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's a run with Akers on second down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Matt Judon, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got this complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Rolling to his right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's Algier again on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. First down, Love to pass. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on third down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catch catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Algier going straight ahead, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jones looking around. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. 1:46 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Here's Love. And that's caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Love. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Love looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Love. Flush to his right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Love to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One last shot now for Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.